Okay, so we were talking about how it works and how I'm just learning. So the events part. So it says the events option takes an object that maps React prop names to event names. When a component user passes a callback prop with one of the event prop names, the wrapper will add it as an event handler for the corresponding event. While React prop name can be whatever you want, the recommended convention is to add on in front of the name. This matches how React is planning to implement event support for custom elements. You should also make sure this prop name does not collide with any existing properties on the element. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, and then you've got this event name utility, and you can see I'm using it up here. And actually, let's look at this. So here's my use of this. So this is so awesome to me. This on toggle change is clearly like React camel case guy. Just like they said, it should start with on. And then this is clearly an event in my web component. This is an event. I know it. And then I guess this is some magic. This event name thing from Lit React is used to cast an event name with an event type when providing the events option to create component for better typing of the event handler prop. So somehow this whole create component thing is going to somehow introspectively, reflectively, magically is going to be able to do these mappings, and this is going to help it. And that's that's all I'm going to worry about right now. But I'm pretty pleased. So let's read about it. The event name type is a string that takes an event interface as a type parameter. Here we cast the my event name to event name of type my event to provide the right event type. Okay. So this casts the event name to event name my event. That causes the React component to have an on my event callback prop that accepts my event parameter instead of plain event. So this is like a custom event kind of, where it's a my event. How does it work? Let's see, I've got a couple more minutes. Okay. I got to get better at the timing of this video stuff. During a render, the wrapper receives props from React and based on the options and the custom element class, changes the behavior of some of the props. If a prop name is a property on the custom element, as determined with an in check, the wrapper sets that property on the element to the prop value. If a prop name is an event name passed to the events option, the prop value is passed to add event listener with the name of that event. Otherwise, the prop is passed to React's create element to be rendered as an attribute. Okay, both properties and events are added to the component did mount, component did update, callbacks. So it's wiring up these lifecycle events for you, or in this case, custom events. But then this guy, use controller, allows developers to hook into components lifecycle to bundle together state and behavior related to a feature. Similar to React hooks in the user cases and capabilities, but are plain JavaScript objects instead of functions with hidden state. Let's see how it works. Okay, so it uses useState to store an instance of the controller. And then check this out. The hook body and use layout effect callbacks emulate reactive element lifecycle as closely as possible. And then React controller host implements add controller so that controller composition works and nested controller lifecycles are called correctly. So basically, this is delegating and wiring up our web component reactive event bus to React. And we're not having to do anything. I'm kind of giddy. Like, I'm so hopeful. I'm totally placing my bet on this. I'll let you know in a few days if I change my mind, but this is going to save me an insane amount of time. I am pumped. All right, that's it, guys.